Hello, good morning. My name is Stella, and I want to show my viewers how I can preserve some tomatoes so that it will be very long before I can use them. You can store them even for 1 year. So when some people go to the market, it's a season of tomatoes, and you buy so much tomatoes, you can buy them, come and prepare them, and store them and keep them. So I have here my tomatoes. This one I harvested from the garden that I planted this year. I'm so lucky to have a friend that gave me her garden, and I did this. And I have my bottles here that I've washed the bottles. I've removed something from them. You must have bottles that can close very well. And then I wash them. I will show you how to preserve them. So with these tomatoes, I have to really wash them very well. I'm going to wash them very well. And I've cut them into slices. And you're going to see what it's going to be. So with each tomato, I take each tomato, I cut it, I remove the inside part. We should remove everything, all the seeds, so that you will not have anything. Wash your tomatoes very well so that you have nothing inside. So I put them in something clean. So wash your tomatoes very well, because some of the tomatoes, luckily these ones I planted them myself and they don't have any chemicals that have been sprayed on it, so it's very nice. You see the tomatoes, they don't have anything inside. So I'll remove all the seeds, everything, and I put the tomatoes there. And that's what I'll do with every other tomato that I'm going to do. I'm going to see the results and you're going to like it. These are one of the best tomatoes because they don't have too much water inside it. Even if you want to plant your own natural tomatoes, you know the type of tomatoes that you plant, so they don't have any seeds inside. This one I really dried. The type of tomatoes were so nice. They were so nice, no seeds. It doesn't have too much water. You can see how dry the tomato is inside. So I am so really lucky with the tomatoes this year. So I'm so glad. You arrange your tomato very well. Remove everything. You're going to enjoy. You can store it for quite a long time, as long as you can store them, even for 1 year. Really, for those who are having a garden and they can do this, you have a lot of tomatoes, this is the best way you can do it and store it, and then you will just be using it. You don't have a need to buy tomatoes. Yeah. So wash it clean, cut everything, remove all the seedlings that is inside. As I'm always telling you, I'm so lucky this one doesn't have any seedlings. They don't have too much water inside. So I remove everything. Everything. This is how I do it. So it's very good, especially for those who are having families, those who are having a garden, that you can think of preserving your tomatoes. Or when you go to the market or to the supermarket and you buy a lot of tomatoes, if it is a season of tomatoes, you buy it and then you come and store them. You come and store them like this, and it will be very nice. You just take them and use it. You did it yourself. It's the very thing like we go to the supermarket and buy the fresh tomatoes from the bottles, but this one you did it yourself and you store it yourself. It's not going to get spoiled. You're going to see the process. It's a very nice process and you will love it. Just try it and you will see the outcome of it. Try to remove everything, all the seedlings. You're going to remove everything. And your tomato will not be sour in the mouth. We're going to boil it after this, so you will watch the process. I love these tomatoes. This is the best tomato I've ever come across that I planted. They are so nice, so dry inside, not seedling. There's not too much water inside, because there are some tomatoes that have a lot of water and it's not good. Just look at this one. They're so dry. There's nothing inside. I'm removing all the seedlings, everything. Oh God, I love it. I love this my tomatoes. I cannot store. I cannot leave it for long. I wanted to make fruit salad with it, but it's so much, and I can't just leave it for quite a long time. So I have to preserve it this way, and that's why I said let me share this method with some of my fellow ladies who are out there. And sometimes when you go to the supermarket, you have a lot of tomatoes. You can buy them and come and store them this way. It's very, very necessary. It's another way of being so economical, because if you're going to buy a bottle of tomatoes that has already been preserved in the supermarket, you're going to see how costly it is. And if you are so many in the family and you have to be cooking, we like a lot of tomatoes, because tomatoes are very good for our health. So We don't know, especially these tomato seeds that I'm even removing. They are so good, but it's just because I want to preserve it. That's why I have to remove it. If not, they are good for our health. So just look at it. I'm removing everything, all the seedlings inside. Yeah, I remove everything from inside. So I hope you will enjoy this video. I hope you will like this video so that you can stay home and do your own way of preserving your tomatoes. If you have so much of them, I advise everybody to do this method. You're going to save some money. When you see tomatoes, buy them so many. If you can have a garden, if you have a garden and you're having tomatoes, because some people have it, they don't really know a way of storing them and they will get rotten on the house. This is the best way. I'm doing it for you to store your tomatoes. So I remove everything from inside, everything. Wow, look at this. I love these tomatoes. They're so dry, so dry. I just love the species of this tomato. That's the best thing about it. I love this species. It was so dry. They don't have too much water inside it. That's why I'm so happy about it. But when it's my husband who bought the tomato seedlings and we planted it, but we don't even know, and it came to be one of the best species of tomatoes that we did, that he chose, and that's why I'm so happy. Yeah, look at it, just look at it, how dry it is. It doesn't have too much water inside, and this type of tomatoes, it's going to give you some good dry sauce. Look at it, good dry sauce with not too much water inside. So it's very, 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 very nice. I love it. I love it. So just look at it. I remove everything. Remove all the seedlings, all the inside. Removing all the inside. Peel it all. Put on the off. I remove this so I can squeeze it out. I remove all the seedlings from inside. Put it here. So I'm almost finished. I've removed nearly everything. I removed all the seedlings, peeled everything. So this is it. The tomatoes are finished. This one is halfway ripe. That's good. It's still a very nice tomato, even though this other side was not ripe, but it's still a very nice tomato. So I'm not going to throw anything. We're going to use every little bit of it. Yeah, every little bit. Nothing is thrown away. You know, we don't have to throw away things that we needed. Just because it's not ripe, it doesn't mean it's not good. It's good. So everything is gone. So what I'm going to do, some people will do it, some people would like to add it. I'm going to add some little onion. This is my garlic. I'm going to add some garlic. Some people can like to add what we call basilic. You add some basilic to it. So this is what came out of all my tomatoes, all the seedlings. You can see this is what came out, and this is what we can take to plant to have the next season. So I'm going to keep that one for my next planting season if I'm going to plant it. So you're going to see what I'm going to do. Just stay up there in it. You're going to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a bigger pot. So I'm going to pour all my tomatoes inside. This is a tomato I'm pouring inside, and I'm going to add some onion because I just want it to have some flavor. It's like the bottled tomato that we buy it from the supermarket, and you have some basilic and some smell inside, so you can add any leaves of your choice to it, and that is all. So I'm going to do it like this, then I'm going to boil it for some few minutes. Just look at it. That's it. And I'm going to add some little water. I'm not going to add much water. I'm just going to add some little water to it. Little water. And I'm going to boil it. So I put my fire on. We're going to boil it for for a few, like 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and then I will show you the next result of what we are doing. So I'm coming back after the boiling. You stop it.